Another day, another story. The story's name is Life Returns to its Origin. Once upon a time, there lived a young boy named Krishna, who lived in a remote area of Goa, India. Despite growing up in poverty, Krishna was full of hope and aspirations. His greatest dream was to go to America and make a better life for himself and his family. His desire to go to America was increasing day by day, but there was no way for him to go to America. Krishna thought a lot and worked hard, but he had no idea and no money on how to go to America. One day he was sitting on the land of his elders and was crying when suddenly he picked up and started shouting. He sat on the ground and then slowly it came to his mind that this is the ancestral land of our family that can support me. He went home and first told his mother that I want to sell the land so that he can go to America. His mother also got angry and said that he should not mention this to his father because he will die, but the land of his parents will not sell. But unwillingly, Krishna mentioned this to his father while having dinner and asked about selling the land. The father had to listen so much that he slapped him hard on the face and left the food and went out of the house. Krishna also threatened to leave the house to his mother. He did not come home that night. The mother was compelled on both sides. She wanted to see the child's happiness fulfilled and also wanted to save her husband's happiness. But she explained to her husband and sold the land even though he didn't want to. Because his wife was sick and according to the doctors she could die any time. The father said a lot and explained that I will sell the land, but stay here in Goa and do some work. Don't go to America, son, because we have only one child, and that too. Your mother and I cannot live without you. Your mother is also very sick. I don't know when she will die and what will I do here alone. Do not leave my son. But Krishna did not hear a single one. Neither saw his father's helplessness nor his mother's illness and started preparing for America. The preparations for going to America were completed, but Krishna's mother became very ill and the father stopped even talking to his son. But while leaving, he could only say to the son that if the son had stayed for a few more days, perhaps his mother would have been relieved because she lacked time. But where was Krishna going to stop and left without understanding his father's words? When Krishna reached America and turned on his mobile, he found out that the mother had been taken to the hospital in an emergency. He tried to come back but his friends explained that he came to America with so much difficulty and now he is going back. Thus Krishna gave up his decision to come to India. A week later, Krishna's mother died. Krishna's father always thought that his son did not return and the sign of the ancestors was sold and became a symbol of helplessness. The wife fell ill and he could not save her and she also died. Leaving the only son, he went to America and started living there, leaving his father alone. Thinking of all these things, he became mad and one day he died in a road accident due to this madness. People considered it abandoned and buried it somewhere or burned it, nobody even knew. Krishna worked hard in America, learned English, and got a job in a good company, where he fell in love with one of his colleagues, Anjali, and this friendship turned into love, and after some time, they both got married. Anjali used to talk a lot with her parents in India. This sometimes made Krishna sad and he always hid from Anjali how he came to America. All he used to say was that his parents had died when he was a child and he had sold his house and come to America. After 2 years of marriage, Krishna and Anjali had a son whom they named Ram. Ram was fond of traveling and exploring new places from his childhood and when he became a young man, he went on a world tour. So this child left his parents and started wandering around the world. His parents scolded him a lot and explained to him that, "Son, you are our only son, how can we separate you from ourselves?" But he did not obey and left them. The son traveled to Paris, London, and different states of America, went to Canada, Japan, Italy, Dubai, and Saudi Arabia, and finally, he came to India. India wandered, and when he reached Goa, he liked the city of Goa as well as the small villages and decided to live in such a peaceful place. Father called a lot from America saying, "Come back, we are alone and lonely without you," but Ram used to answer the phone sometimes and sometimes not. Here Ram fell in love with a girl and married the same village girl and started living like a villager. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more stories.